There's a national caucus of the party, which comprises the president, the vice president, the senate president, the speaker, all the principal officers of the National Assembly will be there, and the chairman and secretary of the party will be there.
The president needs to play more politics right now.
And he will give them directive. This is what we want. Go and do it for us. And nobody in the party has any they dare not disobey the order of the party, because the party wants to deliver this road. It is 50 billion naira. You have put 5 billion naira there. Is it possible to deliver that road? So you want to buy equipment for hospitals, which you have promised everybody. Somebody is distorting it and putting it into the constituency, which is not part of our program. So who is going to say, this is our program, this is what must be done? And any member of your party that deviates from the structure of the party should be expelled.
Interesting. Thursday, I understand, but oh well. Let's go back to the conversation now. That's Senator Ogunlewe last week on the program about what the party should be doing, the role of the party in all of these controversies. Mr. Fagbemi, this particular meeting that we saw, the president and the National Assembly, it looks so much that we are getting to a point of agreement and there is a political solution. Do you see that? From the body language of those who attended that meeting, do you see that there is light at the end of the tunnel for the 2016 budget to be signed in the next couple of days?
Truly, I believe that the decision for the political elite to meet the executive and the legislative branches of government is a welcome development to resolve the impasse that we currently have. This ought to have taken place earlier than now, should we truly have had a united political party in office as APC. Mindful of the fact that the APC came into office with a checklist of things that they wanted to achieve and do, one would have expected that by now they would have taken note of the constitutional provisions allowing for the implementation of at least some percentage of whatsoever was proposed by the executive branch and got the economy running. That did not happen, as we can see manifesting in the hiccups that we're having in jobstarting the economy and the hardships that Nigerians have gone through, and the fact that there are a lot of as it were, epileptic service delivery from the governance systems that we operate. We are hopeful that this experience of having the executive and the legislative branches of government having a rapprochement will help us to overcome the dynamics of managing the intra-party issues of the APC. We equally hope that the fact that the reaching out yesterday was not just the party faithfuls of the APC, but the leadership of the National Assembly that was there present. We are hoping that this will continue, and then it will be in the best interest of Nigerians.
Okay.
My colleague mentioned about Obama.
Let's quickly come back to Lagos because of our time. Let's quickly come to Lagos because of the time, so that we can put this to bed now. With what we have seen now, as we round up, the president has met with the National Assembly leadership. What do you think, from the executive point of view? You've been in the cabinet, an executive cabinet. What do you think we should be expecting from the point of view of Nigerians, the expectations in the coming days?
Now, let me make it clear. These are, like you said, there ought to have been some continuous rapport between the executive and the legislature, like regular meetings to discuss programs, plans, legislative agendas. If that had been going on, then the role of the legislative senior special assistants to the president for the Senate and for the House of Representatives, those are the things they should have resolved before it gets to this one. But that budget will be passed as presented, as I think that was Senator Ogunlewe, and if the president says do this, do that, I think it's dead wrong. It shouldn't. We are now in a change era.
You don't think that there is a prevalence of the parties?
No.
The party should weigh in more.
The party will weigh in on issues if there are problems.
But there were problems.
If there are problems that relates not directly to functions of responsibilities, personal issues. These are, everybody is flexing his own functional responsibility.
But the budget, like you said, was the agenda of the party.
Is the agenda of the government.
But the government is the product of the party.
Election, agreed, indirectly. Election has ended. There is a government in power. The government in power is a function, is as a result of a party. Let me make it clear. What we need to see now is this meeting ought to have come earlier. Now, what was wrong with the budget was some things that ought not to be there were included by the legislator outside their core responsibilities. And that is what the president says. No.
Okay.
I want.
Right.
Like including roads that were not listed, that were state roads that you cannot fund. Like the issue of rail, whether it was there or not. So now that they have met, they have sat together, they have discussed. This
looks like we're going to see some more
budget process.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank
they
you,
will need to meet, they will need to agree, they will need to resolve before the president. If there are gray areas.
Right,
but the issue I want to make clear is this.
We need to go
It
now.
is not as a result of a dysfunctional party. It is the change Nigerians want. We want things to be done the right way. And by January next year, I can bet you the budget for 2017.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Kadi Okwefa and Mr. Kunle Fagbemi. Many thanks for coming on the program. That's our program tonight. Many thanks for being such a great company. Bye for now.